Hi there, I'm Martin King. I've been working with medical devices and IVD since 1979. I come out of the product development area and R&D. I've actually worked the whole value chain, that is from idea to the patient bed, getting things into production, getting things unstuck with regulatory by discussing with ministers of health how we can get products through the regulatory process in various countries around the world. And nowadays, I specialize in quality assurance and regulatory affairs for medical devices and IVD. So MDR and IVDR are perhaps can be viewed as a new generation or a new age of regulatory because they've been triggered by gaps in the regulatory system that was already there. And they're basically an upgrade to the existing regulatory system. This is an opportunity for companies to be fully enabled and get the most out of their regulatory process. Regulatory processes shouldn't be based on, I've developed a device and now I'm going to find out how to make it compliant and I'm going to test it to make it compliant. That is the way people did their work maybe when I was starting out 40 years ago. But nowadays, there is a huge opportunity in assuring that your outputs of the development process and the product process are generating your regulatory compliant documents as you go. And the big benefit of risk analysis as we know it today is in minimizing the risk and aiming, as we mentioned in the gambit, to get flawless products. If we had flawless products, we wouldn't need a regulatory process. But because we can't make flawless products and we're discovering how to make better and better products, we need a regulatory process in place to protect ourselves. Risk management is no longer an assessment of how a product, what are the risks associated with a new product coming onto the market. It's a process that accompanies the product throughout its lifetime on the market. So if you have a product on the market that has a 20, 30-year lifetime, that's how long you're going to have to keep the risk management going for that product. Even after you've decided to withdraw the product from the market, you will have to keep your risk management going until it's fully withdrawn on the market, which could take some time. And this is where your whole post-market surveillance comes in. So in the pharma world, man talks about pharmacovigilance, so vigilance. And this is where MDR and IVDR have taken a huge step forward, because the difference between vigilance and surveillance is the ability to foresee. So surveillance is all about monitoring your product in the market, monitoring other people's products in the market, and foreseeing what might happen or what adjustments you have to make to keep your product safe for the user before you have a situation occurring where you have to do a recall. Vigilance is all about monitoring corrective actions and adverse events in the market and assuring they don't happen again. Okay, one of the benefits we have, well, already in the US, we see the FDA running databases that are publicly accessible, so you can track what is happening with the products in the market. And with IDAMED coming online in the near future, we will also see the ability to track what is going on with products in the market. And this doesn't mean just your own product. This means other products. And think about it. You make a 510K submission in the US based on the fact that there's a predicate device, something very similar that your device is substantially equivalent to. So why shouldn't you be comparing your product to those devices throughout the market lifetime. It's common sense. And if if your competitor has an issue with their device, then you sure need to deal with any possible occurrences of the same issue with your device in advance of them actually happening in the market. So the challenge to companies today is to be able to research that information. And fortunately, we have these databases appearing, which will ease that process. In addition, we have lots of scientific and technical publications, and companies love to talk about their products. So it's possible to research what is there on the market and how does my product perform? How is my product state of the art? Do I have state of the art information? Because state of the art is what the market makes it. So if you can see what people are talking about their products, which are very similar to yours, then you can say, my product is state of the art. The challenge in gathering data is the mass of data available and finding applicable data to your product. So, you know, the world is smaller because of communications, and we can gather data from all over the world, all the markets available. And it may be that you're not even present in Asia with your product, but the data about substantially equivalent products to your product in the Asian market are certainly applicable to your product. So this is where you need intelligent systems or teams to go after that data and find that data for you and consolidate it into a reviewable form. If you can't get that data into a reviewable form, then you're not able to process it. And you have to be able to get data into a reviewable and a presentable form. If you can't present it to management, how are management able to make strategic decisions on the product moving forward? How can you make strategic decisions about your business and what you should be doing? This is where the whole thing merges together. It's not just about device safety. It's about keeping your whole business active and in a leading position on the market. I think post-market intelligence and regulatory affairs are intertwined and inseparable. And this is if we think about our product in the terms of context, the context of our product is the requirements specification of that product and the user needs, basically the intended purpose or intended use of the product. And this defines the product throughout the whole process. So basically, market intelligence is all about being able to mine data that fits about my product and about other people's product that fits that area of intended purpose. The intended purpose can be to address a specific therapeutic area. It can be a purpose to address a very, very niche condition. And this is where the challenge exists. The challenge exists in being able to find the applicable information, filter it, and get it down to a piece of information that I can use for my product moving forward.